I was like, oh no, I feel like you're about to interrupt me, God. And so I'm driving along the road, I'm going to get lunch with a friend, and I just had this feeling like I needed to pay for someone's lunch that day. And I didn't want to do it. So I don't really recommend this, but I decided to start arguing with the Lord. If you let fire rain down from heaven and make it abundantly clear of whose meal I'm supposed to pay for, I'll consider it, you know? And like that piece of me is really hoping for ambiguity, because let's be real. Being here for good and doing good things, it sounds so beautiful and like cute, but it can be weird and it can be awkward and it can cost us a bit. And so I get into the restaurant and I sit down, and there's a mother and a daughter sitting next to us. And I could not get them out of my mind. So I was like, okay, maybe it's them. And I was still kind of holding out for hope though, because they'd sat down first. So I was like, by the time our check comes around, they might be gone, and then I wouldn't be able to pay for their meal. But I'm sitting there, we have our meal, the check comes, and they're still there. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna do it. And so I paid for their check, and the mom was like, hey, did you pay for our meal? I was like, I did. And I, kind of bracing for how's this gonna go, and she looks at me, and this is just so God. Tears start welling up in her eyes. She says, thank you so much. My son has been in the hospital, and money has been really tight. And I was just thinking about this mom and this daughter that they're having to eat out because they're going from the hospital to back home and back and forth, and like just how that weighs on them. And just, oh, whoa, what a cool opportunity, but it doesn't stop there. She goes, and just over the past 2 weeks, 3 people have paid for our meals. 3 people? That's crazy. Can anybody in this room say within the past 2 weeks, 3 strangers have just paid for your meals? Clearly, God did not need me. He had used other people that were probably a lot quicker to say yes. I was over there reluctant. He did not need me, and he was totally gonna bless this family as he already had. But you know who needed that? Me.